doing? Great morning. Great morning. Child, let me turn that down. This little air conditioner was cold. Great morning. Great morning. Great morning. Great people. How y'all feeling? Happy Thursday. Let me get this. Which ones y'all gonna use? Y'all was cutting up. Y'all can't be doing that when we trying to meditate. Ooh, we ain't got the energy for it. We ain't got the energy for it. I don't know. We want all the spiritual smoke. I don't know. That's what they said. Don't be judging spirit and them. Y'all, like the live, share the love. Drop something in the chat that you're grateful for this morning. Let's get in the flow of abundance. Let me see if I can put these spectacles on, child, so I can read what y'all was talking about. They was dirty, huh? Child, I don't even remember taking them off, Lord. It was a wrap. I was up late last night. 10:30. That's late. I was, but I had a fantastic evening, so I'm not complaining at all for being up a little later than usual. Let me see if I can see some of y'all comments, child. Great morning. Great morning, great morning, great people. Yeah, I'm gonna need them today. I'm gonna need them today, cause baby, listen, I had a late night. Late night, early mornings. That 4 a.m. wake up call ain't no joke, okay? It ain't no joke, but it did take me. It took me a little minute to get up and get going this morning. Y'all, neither is this air conditioning, because first of all, what it is cold. It's 64 degrees today, baby. Ain't nobody got time for this now. Feel like my nose want to start running. Okay, I'm back. How are y'all feeling this morning? Ms. I made it in the building. Great morning, great morning, great morning, dearest one. Y'all, like, share, love. Drop something in the chat that you're grateful for this morning. Let's get in the flow of abundance. Good morning. See, I'm gonna have to do it anyway. Good morning, Dios and them. Great morning. True Beauty is in the building. What's happening? What a dooski booski. Y'all, today is an amazing day, and great and amazing things are gonna happen for us today. I believe it, I receive it. I'm finna share with y'all what happened yesterday. It's just been an amazing week for me. I can't tell y'all what I did last night, so I'm not going to talk about that. But I had something so great and amazing. Shout out to the TU community, to my soul tribe, my people NIMS. I appreciate y'all. They made it possible for me to see myself on TV, y'all. So that was a blessing. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. Y'all got y'all favorite adult beverage. Jay Causey is in the building. What's happening? What a dooski booski. Great morning, everyone. I'm so grateful to walk with my sister each morning, talking about the Lord. Indeed and amen. Peace, mercy, grace, and healing. Ain't it a beautiful thing? I learned some things. I kid y'all not, I be learning some things about myself every single day. And I'm just grateful for being me. I'm just grateful that I am who I am. Okay. Great morning, Mimi. Great morning, Blue Bayou. What a dooski booskies, y'all. Like the live, share, love. Mimi says, I'm grateful for the way the Lord been showing out for me. Indeed and amen. Okay, we receive that. And congratulations to you, dearest one, on the blessings of the Lord. I feel like it is the season for it. It is the season. Sandy is checking in on the YT side of the street. Great morning to Shay and the community. I'm grateful for patience, still waiting for the baby to arrive. All the one. Well, child, listen, ain't the, but it's a blessing, ain't it? It's such a blessing to be in expectation of that. Sending much love, light, and healing energy to y'all, dearest one. Um, it's going to be a great morning. Shay is in the building. Cherie, good morning. I'm so grateful for any and everything. You better say it. Y'all, I just can't even, man, the Lord just been showing out so much. I just feel like I can't even just pick one thing to be grateful for. When I'm setting my intentions in the morning, what I do is I end it with gratitude. I start with gratitude in the morning when I wake up, of course. Thank you, Lord, for waking us up, giving us another day to serve you. We are so truly grateful. And I start my day with gratitude, gratitude when I'm setting my intentions. And it's one of the things that really just changes things. And this morning specifically, and tomorrow morning as well. I just feel like I just kind of woke up and it was just like, man, Lord, like you really be doing some things. And guess what? Guess what we're gonna talk about today? Let's do it. Let's get to it. Y'all drop this in the chat. Never that. Never that. Child, I feel like my nose want to start running, and ain't nobody got time for this because it's cold outside. It's starting to get cold here, and finally a little cool. Never that. Never that. I'm gonna tell y'all what we was gonna talk about as well. Never that. Never that. Good morning, Pamela. Good morning, honey. One. We got some scripture that we are going to read this morning as well. This been on the calendar, but I understand since last week, but I understand now. It's like as things develop and as I prepare to come on here and give the message, I understand why why the Lord put certain things on the calendar. So when he put this on the calendar last week, he was talking about failure, right? And let's get scripture this morning. Y'all got y'all favorite adult beverage. Y'all ready to go. Get your Bible if you got your Bible out. We are going to the book of Deuteronomy this morning. We're going to the book of Deuteronomy. So when the Lord was talking to me about this last week, he was like, it literally was, he was talking about not letting you fail, not letting you he won't he what he let me just read to y'all what he told me. God won't let me fail. Can y'all just drop that in the chat? God won't let me. He won't let me fail. Why? Because he brought me this far. And so I've done a message before and not many moons ago that talked about he won't let me. He won't let me fail. He won't let me fail. He won't let me give up. He won't let me stop going. He won't let me. And every time I feel like I want to stop going or stop or give up or like, man, this just ain't even working out, what I want to see ain't happening, he won't let me. Never that. So failure is never an option, quitting is never an option. So a lot of times I feel like whenever I'm ready to be like, man, you know what, I'm gonna just go do something else, or I'm this ain't, look at that spider, this ain't, look at he just hanging there, child. Come on, the spider. Look, whenever I feel like, man, things aren't working, the Lord always comes in and provides a reason to let me know. And I told the Lord that even this week, I told him that last night when I was on my driving back, leaving the event that I went to last night. I told the Lord, I say, well, Daddy, you know, I'm ready to go home. And so it is hanging by a thread, child, hanging by a thread. Literally that little spider. And he just swishing around and everything, y'all. It's like a pole right here. And I think I'm coming back, but I'm looking at this spider and I've been sitting here and I just now saw this spider. And so he hanging on by a thread. And sometimes that's how I feel like I be like hanging on by a thread. And I told the Lord yesterday, I said, Daddy, you know, I was like, I can move around freely. We talked about freedom the other day. And so I can move around and do whatever is necessary to do. Um, but I told the Lord, I said, every time I feel like I'm just spinning my wheels, and I know I kind of mentioned that a couple weeks or earlier this week, maybe, when I feel like I'm spinning my wheels, the Lord always come in and say, but you're really not. And I feel like this week, more so than any other week that I've had here recently, has been the Lord saying, no, you really are making progress. So I want somebody to know that you really are making progress. And maybe it doesn't seem like it. Maybe it seems like things are not going as quick as you want them to. Maybe it seems like you feel like you just doing, it's like you're just in a loop, right? Because that's how, you know, you get like that while you in the waiting room and you're waiting, you like, okay, well, maybe I missed something. Maybe I'm supposed to be doing something else. And that's me, because I'll get in that mode and be like, okay, well, it got to be something else, because you start feeling like ain't nothing happening, right? And so that's how I started to feel. But then all of a sudden, all of these opportunities opened up, and the Lord said, all that was required was your patience, and for you to just allow the things to come in. Because true story, yeah, right? You can be doing what you're doing, and you can still feel like you're not doing enough, that, or at least I do sometimes feel like, okay, well, maybe I'm supposed to be doing something else because I'm not seeing things, or maybe I'm supposed to change some things up. And so just know that as you're waiting on the Lord to start bringing in things, and the progress to start being made, You're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing at this time. And when it's time for you to make another move, the Lord will give you that next move. But it's oftentimes that we'll start to feel like maybe we're not doing the right thing, but then the Lord will come in and he'll start giving you things and letting you know, like, no, you going in the right direction. Okay. The number 66. Let's talk about Deuteronomy real quick. We're going to Deuteronomy 31, 6 through 8. Deuteronomy 31, 6 through 8. Y'all like the live, share the love. Let me read this. So this is talking about Joshua. Okay. Um, this is talking about Joshua. Moses is basically passing the mantle on to Joshua, because Moses is not going into the promised land, right? The Lord has already told him, you ain't gonna go. And so Moses is basically passing the mantle over to Joshua, in the presence of the Israelites, right? So Joshua becomes Israel's leader in Deuteronomy 31. And it starts with, I was just going to do Deuteronomy 8, but Deuteronomy 6 says something that I think is important as well. So be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid and do not panic before them. Pause. That's the reason that I chose to go to start at Deuteronomy 6 instead of Deuteronomy 30 or 31 6 instead of 31 8. For so, do not panic. That goes to what I was just speaking about. You can start to get anxious. You can start to get worried, like, okay, maybe I missed something. Maybe I'm supposed to switch up. Maybe I'm supposed to, and feel like you missed something. And the Lord said, don't panic. Don't panic when the enemy starts coming up against you, because for somebody, I kid you not, the enemy on your neck. Okay. And I don't feel like the enemy really on my neck, but I can see just different things. You know what I'm saying? Like all of us, discernment, listening. Come on, 7137. You can see different things that will make you kind of start to question yourself and make you be like, okay, well, maybe I'm tripping. For me, it comes a lot in like comments. I told you, I'm not, don't talk about that part. Okay, well, just and just paying attention to the enemy's tactics is crazy, because in I think we started on this yesterday. Come on, Pampered. We started on this yesterday, and we're in the book of Ezra in Bible Clarity, and it literally was talking about spiritual warfare. And I understand now what I didn't know when I recorded of the what is it, Ezra 3 and 4. I understand now what the significance was of the spiritual warfare passage that we were talking about. I touched on it yesterday, but even after I went through my day, I understood it even more why the Lord prepared me, because I want somebody to know that the enemy is not going to stop coming for you. Whatever, he ain't going to stop. But guess what? God is not going to let you fail. Never that. You're not going to give up just because the enemy coming up against you. Never that. We're not giving up. We have come too far. Can somebody just drop too far in the chat? When I tell y'all I done had to go through so much, that ain't no way that I could turn back from the path that the Lord has me on. I done had to go through too much. Message meant it in my spiritual. I'm not going back. So we just gonna have to fight. I want all the smoke. Come on, come still smoking. I talked about that at the beginning of the live. I want all the smoke, because what you're not gonna do is turn me back from my path. I have come too far. I've had to endure too much. I've had to be strengthened too much. I've had to sacrifice too much. If you just think about the sacrifices that you'd have made in order to even be where you are right now, that should be your deterrent right there to ever want to turn back. Many of us don't have nothing to turn back to, because this is the path that the Lord has put before us, right? Ain't no going back. Ain't no going back. Hey, hey, shout out, who sang that song? Katy Perry. It's called Dark Horse. Anyway, I'm back. Ain't nothing to go back to. So we just gonna have to fight. I need somebody to put your boxing gloves on. You need to combo the enemy Nim. You need to hit them with the 1-2. Whatever, you give them a 2-piece. Give them a hot 2-piece and remind them who you are and whose you are. That's how I be feeling, baby, because I be like, I want all the smoke. And then all, but real talk, y'all. really, you just start ignoring stuff. When you ignore the enemy, when you let the enemy know, like, man, you just ain't even I just ain't even got energy to give to you. The enemy will flee. Doesn't mean that they won't come back, but he will flee because he'll find out that whatever that attack is wasn't working. Okay, I'm back. Listen. For the Lord your God, y'all know I can't read with my glasses on, will personally go ahead of you. Can we just say that the Lord is already there? I'm talking about Anna. That fool said Anna Pepper. She said the two-piece with a pepper, and you better get it from churches because them the only ones I eat. Said it, meant it. Okay, child, it's church. Where church is at? That's too far. Y'all seen my mouth start watering. Okay, I'm back. I love some church chicken. Y'all know I love it. I sure will. I'll drive all the way down to Gardena. I'll drive all the way to Gardena. Child, cause who? Cause I gotta go to Burbank tomorrow. Don't I had got distracted, did it. Okay, I'm back. Listen, I will. Let me find out if the church is in the vicinity. It is. It's kind of I started talking. See, y'all got me messed up. It's Shay fault. It was Shay fault. Okay. So uh the Lord is already there, right? Wherever you're going, remember he already went ahead of you. Message. He went ahead of you. So he's already there. Now he cleared the path. So he's really already taken care of the enemy. Okay. So just know that the Lord has gone ahead of you, right? He will neither fail you nor abandon you, and he's not going to let you fail. He's not going to stop encouraging you. He's not going to stop supporting you. He's already wherever you're going, and he's not going to let you fail. Message. It's just the importance of remembering to keep God in everything that we do, right? Then Moses called for Joshua, and as all Israel watched, he said to him, "Be strong and courageous, for you will lead these people into the land that the Lord swore to their ancestors he would give them. You are the one." Drop that in the chat. I'm the one. You are the one who will divide it among them as their grants of land. Somebody had some land yesterday when we talking about inheritance. Who was it? Russ, I think, said just purchase some land. Congratulations. I can't wait to purchase land. I can't wait because yeah, you're right. We do in the islands, but I ain't never been over there. Okay. He will be okay. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord will personally go ahead of you. He will be with you. He will neither fail you nor abandon you. Why? Because you're the one and he chose you for this. He chose you for the task at hand. Whatever this task is, whatever path he has set you on, he chose you for this. And oftentimes people think it's all sunshine and rainbows being the chosen one. Can I just say to somebody, it ain't, and some people, that's why they don't want to be chosen. You realize you got to choose to be chosen. Does that make sense to y'all? Is that tracking for y'all? You got to choose to be chosen because the Lord will choose you, but you got to choose to be chosen. You got to choose to let the Lord use you in whatever way he's going to use you. You literally have to choose the path that the Lord is putting ahead of you. You can be chosen and not walk in that purpose or not walk in that calling. And so you got to choose, and it's not always an easy choice, and the Lord knows that. Everybody is not built to be chosen. And I don't mean this disrespectfully, but everybody ain't built to be chosen. Why? Because the chosen ones, we go through some things, don't it? Can you look, if you just look at people in your life, let's use your family, right? And it's not that they didn't go through difficult and challenging times, but do you realize that there are things that you have gone through that even your family hasn't gone through, that they wouldn't have been able to do, live, walk out? They would have gave up, and a long time ago they'd have been like, what? Let's say you starting a business and you the first business owner in your family. Why you think ain't nobody else in your family tried to do it? Because it's hard work. And do you realize that you're the one who chose you the one who really chose the hard work? Because serving God is really the hard work. Does that make sense to anybody? Serving the Lord is really the hard work, and most people take the easy route. They take the route that comes easy to them, the narrow road, right? That's why people don't want to walk this walk, because you're gonna go through some stuff. You're gonna have to do some stuff. You're gonna be called into stuff. You're gonna have to, and then you even gonna have to battle up against them, because they gonna be mad. And because true story, right? Doesn't matter whether it's family, friends, or whoever, it's gonna be some folks that's in their feelings and in their spirituals, because God chose you. You didn't, but this the thing, you didn't, a lot of us didn't even know the task that we were chosen for until after we done went through a multitude of things. And it's not that they don't have a relationship with God. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that maybe your relationship with the Lord is requiring just a little more of you. Maybe they just have a personal relationship, whereas some of you, like this is talking about Joshua, are meant to lead other people in their call, into their calling, into their light. I think I said that, when was that, yesterday or day before? Like, you got a big mantle. You got a lot of responsibility, and maybe the Lord didn't give them that responsibility. He gave it to you. So they may feel some type of way. They gonna challenge your, what does y'all say, the anointing, because you got that oil on you. You got a little more oil. They got some oil, but you got a lot of oil. Does that, whoever need that message, if you they talking about oil? So, because everybody ain't gonna choose this walk. Some of y'all are going into leadership. This scripture is literally talking about, and maybe that's what you need to know, is that the Lord is not going to allow you to fail or let you fail. If he's putting you in place to be a leader in whatever aspect of your life that is, whether it's in your family, whether it's in your job, whatever the Lord is giving you to do, child, he put you in position for a reason. Okay, he is putting you in position for a reason. So just know that. Just know he chose you for this. He chose you for it, and he's not going to let you fail. Never that. Okay. All to do it. Let's get to it. Y'all, like the live, share, love. Which I want to use today, child? The regular message deck. Okay, let me find it. We'll do some angel numbers today. I'm so excited. Y'all know I have a new Oracle deck that's coming out. And what? The ClariTEA deck, the regular tarot deck. Yeah, we ain't used that in a minute. Come on, the lovers. I'm gonna straighten them out today. I ain't too worried about it. We used astrology clarity yesterday, so let's see what's happening. Let's get some angel numbers. No, we used the clarity is real the other day. I don't want to use that. Want to do it? Okay, I'm back. Yes, everyone is not meant to lead. Everybody is not a leader, and I don't mean that disrespectfully. Anything I say, I don't have to keep saying that, but people will get offended if you feel, come on, message. Look, message. People will get offended sometimes. But the thing is, everybody's not meant to lead. Everybody ain't built for it. Everybody ain't built to be a business owner. Everybody ain't built to be a mama or a daddy. You got to know your own yourself. Okay, I'm back. You got to know yourself. Like, you can't, and don't be mad, because even if that ain't your gift, it ain't like the Lord won't give you another gift, right? He'll use you in another capacity. That some people don't want to lead. Some people would rather be behind the scenes. Some people don't want, like, if you're a public person, you may not want to be on the screen or on the camera, or like putting your face out there, but that don't mean that you can't do something in the background. You may be good at something like operations or something, child. I don't know. um but you got to know your gifts and your talents and what calls to your spirituals. Okay, so that's that for that. Let me put this up. Coffee and community, y'all know our iPop word of the week this week is determined. Shay actually recommended in the TU chat doing a iPop monthly. I think that would be a great idea to put in the journal. So I don't know if that's where you were going with that. I saw it, y'all. These events, like I told y'all, I had to try to catch up on what everybody said after I got out last night. So I did try to look at what everybody said. I think a word of the month is good. I like the word of the week as well. So that's gonna be up to y'all. I have her and Blue Bayou, or Blue, you gonna be editing and giving me feedback on the 336 Tarot and Oracle Tarot Journal. All of my journals are available for pre-order, y'all. So y'all make sure you get your journal, make sure you get your new Oracle decks, make sure you get your planners, because they're currently available for pre-order. We're doing the editing on them right now. So I'm grateful for y'all. So, but they're giving me input as the people name, things that we can add and take away. So y'all make sure you go to my website, touchejermaine.com. Y'all get your journals, your planners, your new Oracle cards, your Oracle stickers. I have a new deck that's coming out on 1010. So y'all make sure y'all pick that up. It is scriptures. It's preparation for the promise, y'all. Preparation for the promise. Okay. So hopefully it'll be there before then. So just make sure I have her and Shay editing those or do a proofreading and giving me feedback on those. So it's still just available for pre-order. So y'all make sure that you grab your planners, grab your journals, grab your tarot journal, because I do have my tarot journal that's coming out. So I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited about putting these out there for y'all. Okay. What else? Y'all, can I talk about this real quick? I want to say shout out to my TU community. So y'all know this week I was on the Jennifer Hudson show, and that I'm going back on tomorrow. After I get done with this live, I'm literally making makeup all day today. So y'all better order y'all makeup, since I'm going to be in a makeup making mood. That's a lot to say. I said it good, didn't it? I'm in the makeup making mood. Okay. I'm going to be making eyeshadows today so that I can have some available to just give out tomorrow. And so I was on I'm so great, y'all. Oh my gosh. Come on, the gift. I love the Lord. So I'm not able to see it myself, right? And so a couple of people in TU sent me some pictures and sent me some video of me actually on the show. My children were like, OMG, right? OMG. So my children were just like, oh my gosh, mom, so proud of you. And it's just like, it's one of those things. And I told Shay yesterday, I said, man, let me just tell y'all, like, I I really just want to show people that God is real, man. Like when I know I come up here and I tell y'all the things that I'm experiencing, but the Lord really blessed me. Come on, the Six of Pentacles, because clearly we're gonna keep it today. OMG, y'all. Look what's at the bottom. You know what? Let me put my drink down. Hold on. I cannot make this up. I look at what's at the bottom of the deck, y'all. I cannot. I love the Lord. I love the Lord. Y'all, remember I just told y'all about the story about the number 23 when I went. Oh my gosh, come on, God. When I went to the show the other day and I was supposed to be ticket number 24 and I ended up being ticket number 23. What's up under it? 12, 13. I ended up being ticket number 23 instead of ticket number 24. This says creating change, stepping into your power, gifts, talent, skills, and abilities. I can't make it up. I literally just pulled these out of my little card box. And I was no ticket number 23, y'all. Can't make it up. Come on, 723. So anyway, I'm always telling y'all, right? We're gonna keep that. Let me just child, I ain't even shuffle the cards good. Six of Pentacles, a gift. This is the Lord coming in, and I promise y'all, this is what this was for me, y'all. It was just a gift. And I tell y'all all the time, I be telling y'all different stuff that I'm doing, and I don't really be feeling like I'm doing anything, just trying to be obedient to the Lord and just telling the Lord, like, Daddy, I'm just trying to do the things that he's asking me to do. And I told Shay yesterday, I said, man, I just want to show people that God is real. Like that God is real, that you can really, like we talked about the desires of your heart, and seeing myself, I said, oh my gosh, y'all. So shout out to Jennifer Hudson. She's such an amazing person and an amazing spirit. Her show is amazing. I'm going back tomorrow, y'all. So I don't know when it's going to air, but I will let y'all know. And then make sure y'all tap in today as well. The significance of the hummingbird is coming in today. And so I told the Lord, I was like, and told Shay, I say, man, I just want to show people, because again, y'all, I cannot stress enough that it does not matter what is in your bank account message. It does not matter how much money you have. Where you see yourself is where the Lord will put you. When you begin to develop your mindset and just say, irregardless of what my external circumstances look like right now, you can create change in your life. You can start creating the change within yourself and within your life and within your mindset that will start. And it's like stepping into who you're meant to be. It's if you believe in other dimensions, which everybody should, it's like catching up to the destiny that belongs to you. When you and again, I told y'all, and I said this yesterday when I was driving, I said it's so crazy because this week I've been very like just kind of social and moving about, moving around in LA. And I said this to myself yesterday. I said, man, I said it feels good to be kind of back out in the world, even though I'm still kind of in my little bubble. But I also said, I was like, man, Lord, I'm so grateful that you prepared me for it. I'm so grateful for the opportunities that are coming up because I can't stress enough that when you start to see yourself beyond your circumstances, you start catching up to the destiny that belongs to you. Drop that in the chat. I'm catching up. Okay. I'm catching up. Let me shuffle and see what else. Come on, the King of Pentacles. We receive the wealth and abundance. This is a gift from God, balance, reciprocity, generosity, support. Some of you have new partnerships coming in, new people, new connections. Look, now that was the king and the queen. So this is like material finances, resources, things like that. When you start seeing yourself different, you start becoming the person who you were meant to be, who you were destined to be. And people, I want somebody to know this as well. Like people are starting to see you in that light, right? Even your family, even come on, Harvest, even your family. Maybe your family didn't believe in your dreams, your vision. Maybe the people that you told didn't make sense. They're talking about Joseph, right? As you keep dreaming and the Lord keeps making those dreams come true for you, people are gonna they gonna have to believe because the Lord is going to make them a believer. And so just know that. Just know, like you really don't have to do anything but keep having faith and keep believing in the Lord. And the Lord is going to make a believer out of them by putting you where he wants you to be. Okay. It's beautiful to see everything coming to fruition for you. You are having a lot of full. Thank you so much, dearest one. I feel like I am. Um, and I'm grateful, right? I'm just grateful for it. I'm just grateful to be able to show people, like, listen, man, I can tell y'all all day long that God is real. I can tell you all day long that God can bless you in the most amazing and unexpected ways. I can tell you all day long that the Lord will help you to start businesses when you ain't got nothing. I can tell you all day long about these things. But until you start to see things happening, y'all, I said, Lord, I was on TV and I just had a moment where I just sat there and I was like looking at me on TV. That's not something that I ever would have thought would happen. And I just was like, and me, you couldn't miss it. And I just was telling my mom and them, I was like, y'all, because mama was talking to me all day. I told y'all all week she been just talking to me and just been showing up. And I was just like, Mom, I really just can't even believe this. Like, I just can't even believe the things that the Lord has done in my life. And, you know, I don't be expecting stuff, y'all. Like I don't know. Let me take that back. I expect the Lord to do great and amazing things. But it's one of those things where you have a dream, but the Lord will just come in and multiply the dream. It's the Ephesians 3:20 moment where it's like exceedingly and abundantly and above all you can ever hope, wish, dream, think, imagine, pray for you. And it just be like, what, Lord? Like, y'all, it's the craziest. It is, and I couldn't do anything but just be grateful for it because I'm just like, man, I could have, you could have never told me that this is what it was going to be. You could have never told me that this is the way that my life was going to go. I thought, I was like, man, I'm good just being up here giving these messages on the platforms. And all of a sudden the Lord said, but I got something better. That's that razzle dazzle, y'all. I say it all the time. You can think that you're going to do in their minds, in their heart, man plans their steps, but God, so what's the scripture? Somebody gonna look it up. It's like, it's not order the steps. It's not that one. They're giving me a scripture about, well, maybe it is, but God orders their steps. Somebody will look it up, because we finna look it up. And you can make a plan, but then God will completely change your plan. Like, you can think, okay, well, I'm good with just what I'm doing, but the Lord say, no, I got something else to do. I got something better. And so, just saying, I don't know what the scripture is. Did I describe it good enough? Proverbs 16:9. Let's look it up. It's some about God ordered in their hearts, man makes it. I don't know. Let's read it. I don't know. Let's see what this one says. I know it, child. My shout out to Jay Causey, because Jay Causey keep me on. Let me see. 16:9. You say, we make our plans, but the Lord determines our steps. You better know it. Um, Telling you, man, like it be crazy, y'all. You can make a plan, but then God will say, but let me show you something else. And you don't even be, I don't be prepared for it. I really don't. I don't be prepared for it. Like I told y'all, man, I'm on the show, like I was in the audience, but then you see yourself and you just like, OMG, you know what I'm saying? So I just want people to believe that God is real. Okay. Full circle. We have the three of wands that is coming in next, right? Full circle moments. This is growth, elevation, expansion. Your ships are coming in. This is about your journey, right? This is about your journey. This is about you accepting your journey. You know, when you just say, Lord, show me where you want me to take you, or where you want to take me, it is just amazing the places that the Lord will put you in, right? I oftentimes, you think you just can never. How do I even say? I don't even know how to say it like that. How do I say that? We talk about rooms, right? We talk about being in different rooms. You can think that there's certain rooms that you wanted entry into. Come on, God, certain rooms that you wanted entry into. There are certain rooms that you may have thought you wanted the Lord to put you in. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down. So you can has anybody ever said, like, based upon whatever you do right now, you thought you wanted to be included in certain places and spaces and in certain groups or certain organizations or certain networks, or just wanted to be included in something, and maybe that didn't happen for you, but then all of a sudden God goes and he puts you in something that's even better than the room that you thought you wanted to be in. They're talking about, like, the Lord saving you from things that you didn't even know the Lord was saving you from. We can oftentimes want to be in a certain place, but the Lord knows that that place is not the best place for you, or that group or that connection is not the right place for you. And so as a result of that, he's putting you in the rooms and in the spaces and in the places. And y'all, I'm gonna say this, because when I pray before I come on these messages, and y'all have heard me pray this prayer before, I ask Archangel Gabriel to remove me and allow me to be a clear and open channel, vessel, and messenger of love, light, and healing energy for all who need to receive it today. And I've told y'all this before. I come on here and I give these messages, and yes, the Lord didn't check me and my spirituals about this, but I remove myself, I lower myself, I take myself out of these equations when I'm giving these messages, because I'm not giving messages based upon my life. Does that make sense? I'm giving the messages that the Lord needs other people to hear. And so oftentimes what happens for me is, even though I expect the Lord to do great and amazing things in my life, I still be so shocked when a message that I've given actually happens in my own life, because I'm so focused on giving the messages to God's people that I remove myself and I don't give messages based upon what I want to experience in my life. And so when I see things happen for myself, because I just was telling somebody, I was like, man, y'all, your name, you finna step into these rooms having no idea that that was a step that the Lord had planned for me, because I don't give messages based upon me. I give messages based upon what the Lord needs y'all to know. And so that's why I'm always so humbled by the experiences that the Lord brings in for me. And it's not that I don't expect the Lord to bless me, but I just know that I remove myself and I want to see y'all elevate even before I elevate. I'm always so focused on, man, Lord, like lift the people them up and give these messages so that y'all can be lifted up and truly stepping into the rooms and the places and the spaces that you're meant to be in, right? I just told Shay this morning, my name is in rooms I don't even know about at my job, period. I can't, you think it's a game, y'all. Your name, and I said this, it might have been a message last week. I said this, your name is being mentioned, message in rooms and places and spaces that you ain't stepped foot in. You ain't even you just like, and you're gonna be surprised when you finally step into those rooms and people know who you are. So I'm glad that you received that message. You're gonna be surprised when you find out the people who actually have seen you are like, okay, yeah, oh, I didn't heard of Blue. I didn't heard of Blue by you, right? You know what I'm saying? I know that's not what they're gonna call you, but you're gonna be surprised at the people who actually are already aware of you. Because yes, I said this for a couple weeks ago, your reputation precedes you. They're given a scripture that talks about a good name, right? So your reputation precedes you, people knowing about who you are. Oh, Blue is your real name. Okay, I didn't know that, dearest one. um Blue, not Blue Bayou, so let me just call you Blue. So you not even knowing that people are already aware of you, your reputation, your energy, your integrity, all of that speaking for you before you even step in the places and spaces that God has for you. I'm telling you, it's a real deal. It's a real deal. What else? Hard work paying off, accomplishment, travel, relocation. Y'all know the Three of Wands is all about finally seeing things coming into fruition, finally seeing things coming in for you. What else? I can't make it up, y'all. Movement. The Knight of Wands, so quick, fast, and in a hurry. Somebody's getting ready to make a move a lot quicker than what you thought. This is spontaneity. This is taking action, movement, going on a new adventure. The fact that determined is on. What's the iPop word of the week? Determined. How are y'all? How is that? We can't make it up. Nothing. Y'all don't know. Y'all know I don't believe in coincidence. What are you determined to accomplish? What are you determined when you show God? Come on, Lord. When you show God that you are determined to make something happen today, or happen today, tomorrow, next week, next year, when you show the Lord that you serious, you about what you talking about, I kid you not, He will make a way. Example. Yesterday, a couple of y'all blessed me to be able to put gas in my car, right? And I told the Lord the other day, because I told y'all, and I told y'all this as well. When I went to J HUD on Monday, I was not prepared. I didn't have business cards. I didn't have, like, but I didn't know, right? Because it's not something I had done. True story, y'all. There's a lot of things that I don't know. I've never done, because I've been in the house, I've been working from home. There's a lot of things that I haven't had to do. So I didn't have any of this stuff for Monday. And so something told me to create, just mock up a business card. I did that Monday evening, because in my head I said, I was like, well, Lord, you'll bless me. But at the time, I didn't know that I was going to be going back to J HUD, right? Because I hadn't gotten the confirmation. But once I got, so this was Tuesday, must have been Tuesday. So Tuesday I sat and I created a mock-up of some business cards. And I say, well, Lord, when it's time for me to have the cards, you'll bless me with the resources. So fast forward, I get the email confirmation to let me know that I can go back to J HUD tomorrow. So I was like, well, Lord, I was like, I said, if you want me to have the things that I need to have, then you'll make it happen. But again, this is listening to your intuition. I'm getting high priestess energy, right? So remember, I made the mock-up of the business card, but I didn't have the resources for it. And so I was like, okay, Lord. So then yesterday, a couple of y'all blessed me with gas money. I made a decision. I took half of what I had, what y'all blessed me with, to get these business cards done. How did I know to get that you could do 1 day printing and pick up business cards? Because Shay told me. So I took half of what y'all gave me and I got these business cards made yesterday that I got to go pick up after I get off this live. And the other half I put in my gas tank. I say, well, Lord, we going to get back to San Diego with this gas because it didn't fill my tank up and I ain't mad. But I said, but I know one thing I know for certain, y'all, is that when something is meant to happen, the Lord will provide a way. So Shay was the one I'm on the phone with her, and cause she called me, was like, I didn't hear about the show. And so was telling her about the show. She at the same time talking to me, she on the computer, she was like, girl, they'll do same day business cards at Office Depot. What? I say, let me get over there right now. I remember I had made the mock-up and I'm not completely happy with them because I was rushing and that was me just trying to get it done. But I was trying to get them done and prepared for Friday. So I was just like, well, it's just a couple of them. I can get some more later, but at least I'll have them for tomorrow when I go to the show. And so I went and I ordered some business cards. And so she was like, yeah, go this time, go with samples. So not only am I going with the J HUD palette that I had already made that I know now that I can actually take in, I'm also making samples all day today. And so I told the Lord, when I tell y'all the way my gratitude is set up, because I told God, I say, Daddy, if it's meant for it to happen, you'll bless me. So what did the Lord do? He blessed y'all. He touched y'all's heart to be a blessing to me, not only to have gas to get around LA, but also to hopefully, I'm going to say hopefully, we going to make it. I'm not going to trip about that, to get back to San Diego. And I even told the Lord, I say, Lord, even if I got to sit and wait, if I'm not able to go back to San Diego immediately, that's fine. Let me mess around and go back to the J HUD. I will go until I have the resources to get where the Lord is trying to say. If he want me to be in LA, to make sure that I can go to this show, then guess where I'm going to be? I'm going to be in LA. If he wants me to go ahead and go back to San Diego, then he'll send the resources for y'all. I kid you not. But I was determined, determined. I said, Lord, so first of all, thank y'all again, because I need you to understand why my gratitude is what it is. Do you realize that y'all are investing in my vision? Do you realize that y'all are the ones who are helping my visions come into reality? Y'all are the ones supporting me. Every gift, anything, I don't care if it's $5. Y'all have no idea how grateful I am for y'all's help. Like, people be like, oh, don't cry, but y'all just have no understanding how each and every one of you, whether it's showing up, whether it's sharing a message, whether it's recording a video, I don't care what it is, y'all. Like, I am so grateful because it allows me to really do what I know God has asked me to do. And so I want you to know that you're being put into those same types of environments. There are certain ones of you who have more access to me than other ones. Why? Because we made the decision to come together and connect on another level, right? And so when I say I pray for y'all, like, I be praying, because I'm like, man, Lord, if it wasn't for the people who are supporting me, who are supporting this vision, none of this would have been able to happen. And so I just wanted to show that. I want to say that again, like, my determination is to get where I'm trying to go. I'm very determined and I know that it's for me. And I want somebody to know that in your own life, in your own dreams, when something is for you, the Lord will make a way. He will make a way. It's going to come out of nowhere and he will make a way, and you don't have to worry about how it's going to happen, because I can't be focused on, well, Lord, I'll be like, well, Daddy, I need this, and if I need it and if it's in alignment with his will and purpose for my life. And I want you to put yourself in this equation. If it is in alignment with God's will and purpose for your life, come on, the wave, he will provide it. He will provide it. He'll touch somebody's heart to be a blessing, to say, hey, go give Touche $10. Go give Touche $2. Whatever he will put, and a lot of times, yeah, for me, it is financial. Thank you, dearest one, because I'm just out here living. I really, if in the book of Acts, when Jesus sends the disciples, it's not in Acts, when Jesus, or maybe it is, I don't know. Jesus sends the disciples out and he tells them, don't take nothing with you. He say, don't take nothing with you. Don't take no money. Don't take nothing. This is part of how I be living my life, y'all. Jesus told them, don't take nothing. And if you find someone who's willing to take you in and feed you and clothe you and give you the things that you need, then bless them. And if they don't welcome you, then leave the town and shake the dust off your feet, right? That's literally part of how I live my life. And so when I receive the blessings that I receive from people, thank you, dearest one. When I receive the blessings that I receive from people, like I real deal be like, man, y'all, like the Lord, it's a real deal. Thank you so much for the blessing, dearest one. I appreciate you so much. Like, y'all, I have said this so many times till I can't even. I have said this so many times. Y'all, I promise I feel like I am walking out the word in so many ways. I said it in Bible Clarity. I cannot make it up. Y'all, I promise you, I feel like I'm walking out the word. There's so many things in the Bible that I'm just like, Lord, this is happening in my life. Lord, this is happening like right now in my life. And it amazes me a lot of times because I'm just like, Lord, I don't understand it all because the Lord is still teaching me. But there are so many things that I have experienced and continue to experience. And when I tell y'all this stuff, I'm like, man, this really happened in my life. Like, Lord, look, and I was like, I don't even, is this in my, like, y'all, I'll be tripped out. And so, anyway, let me read this. Luke 9:3. Let me make sure I have it. Come on, God. Let me take my glasses off. Take nothing for your journey. This is Jesus sends out the 12 disciples. One day, Jesus called together his 12 disciples and gave them power and authority to cast out all demons and to heal all diseases. Then he sent them out to tell everyone about the kingdom of God and to heal the sick. Take nothing for your journey, he instructed them. Don't take a walking stick, a traveler's bag, food, money, or even a change of clothes. Wherever you go, stay in the same house until you leave town. And if a town refuses to welcome you, shake its dust from your feet as you leave to show that you have abandoned those people to their fate. I can't make it up. True story. And that ain't even highlighted. So I must have read it in my other Bible for me to eat. Well, I don't know. I knew it from somewhere. Anyway, I'm back. Like, so when I be telling folks like, man, if you want to know where you at in your life, I don't do religion, but that Bible gonna give you some instructions. It's gonna tell you some things about where you are in your journey and how to start changing things in your journey and how to start changing things in your life and how to start understanding God's purpose for you, right? I remember from The Chosen with Lil Jon. Child, listen, trying to told you so movement. Okay, I'm back. What else? Child, we ain't even got to no more of the cards, but I can't make it up, man. Like, and I don't know who the blessing was from. Thank you so much for the blessing. I'm so truly grateful. May it be returned to you multiplied. Come on, strength. The may it be returned to you multiplied 1,000-fold. I'm so truly grateful for y'all. Thank you so much. The strength card at the bottom of the deck. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This journey, the part of the gift is the strength. And I talk about this all the time. That's my honey one, y'all. That's my oldest daughter. So I talk about this all the time, man. Like, as this is what that never that, right? The Lord just will not let you fail. Once you accept your assignment, he will not let you fail. He will not let you fail. And some of you, this, remember I just said, so like I was telling my children. Now I want to mention this real quick. I know that it's hard for my children to see me in the situation that I'm in, right? I know this. And although they understand, they don't understand because all they've ever known is that their mama will work. So I know, oftentimes I don't even know how my children would, if somebody says like, oh, what does your mom do? I don't even know what they tell people that I do, or if they even say anything, or if they, because I don't, and it doesn't bother me because I don't want them to be embarrassed about the situation that I'm in. So I'm okay whether if they don't say anything. But a lot of us, what we're doing is this is generational wealth is what they're bringing through on this. This is really understanding that whatever the Lord is giving you to do, remember we talked about a heavy mantle, right? So having a big responsibility, a big task, because it's going to affect multiple generations. It's going to affect generations that ain't even born yet, that the Lord hadn't even blessed anybody with. So remember that's why, remember the chosen one, right? Whatever it is that the Lord has given you to do, this is leaving an impact that's going to last. This is, a lot of you have that destiny. They're showing me like the Wheel of Fortune. You have that destiny where whatever it is that you're doing, it's going to outlast you. It's going to outlast even generations after you. Like some of you people are really going to remember who you are. They're really going to know your name. So whoever needs that message, okay, what else? So that's why this particular part of the journey has been so hard for you. So because it's you really are changing things generationally. Okay, yes, drop that in the chat. I'm leaving an impact. And so that's why, yes, your testing, your struggle, your difficulties, your challenges have been a little harder because you have a big responsibility. You have a big, so your burden is a little heavier to bear. Okay, what else? Endurance, perseverance, conquering your inner demons. I'm trying to tell y'all, come on, can we do? Is it anybody that's claiming millionaire status in the chat? Is anybody claiming millionaire status in the chat? Shout out Mimi. This is of course Mimi that's on this card as well. Listen, it got to be. I'ma just say it. I got to be the first meal. I want you to drop that in the chat. I am the first millionaire. I am, because this is why the journey is what it is. Some of it, it's hard for people to believe that the Lord is actually going to put you in this position. I believe in every millionaire that is on this live. I believe it. I believe it. And one thing that I know is if you keep persevering, strength card, if you keep running the race, if you keep on going, it's coming. Who? Because let me just tell y'all people them, y'all ancestors them, they knew it was gonna be you. They knew that they knew, God knew that you were the one that was going to be determined to change the bloodline history. And we receive it. We love y'all. This for whoever needs to know that you need this. If you need this encouragement, this support from your spirit NIMS, they said they checking in. They checking in. They letting you know, like, it's not easy to become a millionaire. Whoever said it was ain't nobody who is a millionaire ever became a millionaire overnight. They done went through some things. They done went through years and years of struggle and strife, years and years of building and failing, years and years. Okay. So don't think that anybody just woke up one day and they were a millionaire. They weren't. All of us, every single one of us, millionaire status, right? Every single one of us. I have heard many wealthy people say this. The first million is the hardest to get. Hmm. Your first million is the hardest to get. Why? Because it consists of so much trial and error and failing and revamping, and it takes the most out of you. But once you make the first one, you understand the strategy to make it, you understand what's required. And so then it becomes easier once you make the first million. I've heard many wealthy people say that because you have to, that's when you go through all the testing, the trials, and the tribulations, right? But once you make the first million, the rest of them come easy because now you know what to do. Because now you know what to do. Now you know that, come on, God, now you know the mindset that you have to have in order to be a millionaire. Because broke people with a broke mindset will never be wealthy. Why do y'all think I focus so much on mindset and affirming wealth words, affirming doing these challenges to help you change your mindset? Broke people will never be wealthy until they change their mindset. That's why we claim positive money karma. But you have to, because you have to develop your mindset first. You have to develop good money habits. That's why we talk about budgeting. That's why we talk about money. You got to be a good steward. Why? Because the Lord may do you. Why would you go through all of this work? Listen, let me just use me as an example. If anybody on earth, I'm talking about on the whole earth, is let the do you know the trials and the tribulations, tribulations? Do you understand that I've had to go through so many days that robbing Peter to pay Paul, that just enough, that building with just enough, that having just enough. There were times when I was nursing. Of course, I was making good bread, right? I was making enough money, but I was not managing my money wisely, hence me being in the situation I'm in. The Lord was blessing me with resources and I wasn't doing the right thing. If you'd never had to start your life over from ground zero, I'm talking about rock bottom, I'm talking about all the way down there in the dirt. If you didn't ever had to get it out the mud like I'm currently doing, you ain't ever got to worry about me mismanaging money when the Lord blesses me. If God don't know nothing else about me, he absolutely know that I will never. You say the blessing, Lord. Let me hold on. Let me pay every bill. Let me pay. Matter of fact, let me pay up the mortgage for a year so I ain't even much got to worry about rent. I'm on that kind of time. You ain't gonna catch me slipping. You ain't ever got to worry about me not paying my car note, because what, I'm not to walk. You ain't ever got to worry about me not paying my mortgage or my rent or my no, 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 no. You ain't ever got to. When I say ever, but the Lord had to humble me to the dirt, to the dirt, for me to have this understanding. The Lord would not bless me with this kind of wealth when I didn't have a good money habits. And I'm gonna say this: I may not always make this. I still don't make all the right decisions sometimes, but I'm way better than I used to be. Oh, listen, go get a new phone, child. This phone gonna have to stay broke till the Lord bless me with another one. Because what I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna spend money on something because this used to be me. Well, I want a new phone because my screen is now busted up and cracked, but it still works and I can still use it. So until my car note is completely caught up, I ain't got time. I ain't got money for no new phone. I sure don't. If my bills are not all the way, who need this message? Let me tell you something. Please, if I can just tell anybody, don't put yourself in a bind that's unnecessary. Take care of your responsibilities. I said this to the Lord just last night. I say people be complaining about stuff until you no longer have the things that you're complaining about. And this is a true story. You know that I do y'all know how much I can't wait to pay rent? I can't wait to pay rent. I can't wait to pay rent. Have you ever found yourself complaining because now it's time to pay rent, or it's time to pay your mortgage? I told the Lord just last night, I said, I kid you not, I was laying down and I told the Lord, and I guess it was because for this reason that he was talking to me about it. I said, man, you complain about some stuff until you no longer have it. Mess around and the Lord take it from you. You won't complain there another day. I promise you that you won't complain. Be very mindful. I want somebody need to pay a mortgage. You need to pay your rent. You need to pay your car note with a smile. You better pay it with a smile. Cause baby, listen, mess around and that be the thing. You got an attitude because you got to pay rent. Well, if the Lord put you on the street, you're gonna be begging for that very same thing that the Lord just took from you. I hear me when I say it. Okay. I don't know. And maybe it's not a rent or a mortgage or something. Whatever it is you find yourself complaining about, don't do it. Because you're gonna beg the Lord for it when he takes it from you. Okay. Moving on. Message. Ten of Pentacles. We're building, y'all. This is leaving a legacy. This is an ancestor card for me, of course. Contracts, generational wealth. Ain't that what we was talking about? I'm telling you, the impact, leaving an impact, right? Windfall, prosperity, building a solid financial future, and we doing that, okay? And look, there go my mama. I can't make it up. You right. You were shown, lady, and she meant that in her spiritual. So says the ancestors Nim. Okay, so says the ancestors Nim. They ain't playing. What else, child? Let's pull some angel numbers and see what else. Y'all like the live, share the love. I just be trying to tell people the truth. I'm not the person that's gonna sit up here and be like, yeah, child, I can't stand pain. No, I'm gonna talk about you. I'm gonna talk about you. If you complaining about stuff that you got to pay for, tell the Lord to take it from you. Then what? You better fix your face. That's what Mama said. Fix your face. Fix your face and fix your mouth. Y'all better don't do it. Don't you do it. Okay, let's see what else. Child, let me get these cards in order, Lord. Here we go. Here we go. There's the strength card. Then Mimi go right there, and the sun card, and Ola do it. I can't wait to get this new deck, y'all, because my mama's in the sun. My mama's in the deck now. She's on the sun and the moon, and my grandparents are on the Two of Cups. Danielle is on the Wheel of Fortune. Shay is on the Ace of Cups. Who else? Blue is on the Nine of Wands. I almost want to switch it. Child, I've been going back and forth, Blue. I almost want to put you on the death card, but that's my uncle card. But I ain't got no picture of him. I'm gonna have to get a picture of my Uncle Rodney. Okay, I'm back. Here we go. Let's pull some angel numbers and see what's happening. We have the number 23 as well. That already clarified the Six of Pentacles. So let's see what else is happening. And then, yeah, we're gonna clarify it. Or let's do it. Here we go. Let's clarify the Three of Wands and see what else is happening. Angel number 23 was the first card to come out. Let's see what it dooski booski. Yeah, True Beauty's on. The Hanged Woman. Um, No, they said you got to stay on the strength because you got to stay on the Nine of Wands because it's something about you. They just said being a protector. I don't know. You are the protector. Anyway, go talk to Spirit them about it. That's a grandmama coming through. Hey, grandma. Look, 777 at the bottom. Look, I'm telling you right now, this the grandmama names coming through. Because this is both of my grandmamas coming through 1717, and this card has been chasing me. And I've been talking about this number been chasing me. Didn't I tell y'all this number been chasing me? Seven. I've been getting a lot of star card energy. This is my grandmama number. What it say? Y'all see that? Leaving an impact. Leaving an impact. Trying to tell you, creating generational wealth and manifestation. This is the speed. This is the ancestors name. Positive karmic return. Trust your instincts, and your gifts are expanding. So for some of you, December 28th may be an important day. Capricorn energy. 17 for me, of course, is my grandmama. She is the star card in in the tarot for me. So for some of you, this is who's working with you at this time. Okay. For some, like for me, I know that my grandmama Nims are, look, I am the protector. I told you I got security in ATL and DFW. Listen, y'all, can I just say the ATL, the ATL energy is back? Who said they stay in Atlanta? Y'all, I kid you not. I was where I was yesterday. Y'all, it's so much Atlanta energy that's coming through, and I just don't know where. I don't understand. Well, I don't understand it. There's so much energy from, I don't know what it is about Atlanta. I hadn't been talking about this, and I guess because I halfway want to move the date. I don't want to rush anything. Y'all know I'm supposed to be going to Atlanta in April, and I hope that I'm still able to make it in April. I hadn't even been talking about those tickets, and actually doing like my first live event. I hadn't even been talking about that, y'all, because I have no idea. I don't know. Is that my fault? Probably, because I've been focused. Because I feel like the Lord been shifting my focus. Okay, I'm back. Kathy. Yes, Kathy stays in Atlanta. Um, April 8 4/11. That's when I'm supposed to do my first live event. I should probably talk about that more, huh? Yeah. Okay, I'm back. I'm listening. So anyway, me knowing that right now my grandmamas are coming through heavy, and I will tell this story again for those of you who didn't hear it the first time. When my mama, right, when my mama was on Earth, is come on 1811, her and this grandmama, now this is her mama, this my grandmama Erlene, right? This is my grandmama Bernadette Germain. That's where my name comes from. This is my grandmama Bernadette Germain's birthday. And so my mama and this grandmama didn't get along when they were on Earth is, okay? So now that they in the spirituals, whether they get along just fine. Why? Me? Because this is me being the bridge on earth to help both sides of the generational line, to clear up the karma on both sides. So for some of you, that's like the role that you're playing. You've been chosen not just for my mama's side, but for my daddy's side. So this is my maternal and paternal grandmothers, right? And my mama in the middle. So this for some of you, this is you understanding like who you truly are, and a part what your purpose is, and what part of your destiny is. You're cleaning up karma for both sides of the family. Okay. Cleaning up karma for both sides of the family. And so whatever you're doing, it's going to be a blessing for both sides. Okay. So just know that that's the first thing. So that's why for me right now, I know that I'm working with both of my grandmamas, to really, especially in insofar as gifts. And then one of these cards says your gifts are expanding, 1228, because both of them in their own ways, I believe, I do not know, but I believe that my paternal grandmother is the where I got my, basically like my hoodoo roots from, if you will, because she's from the islands. I told y'all, like my dad's family is from the island of Dominica over in the Caribbean. And so I believe that that's where that part of it comes from. But at the same time, also knowing that I have those roots as well coming from my mama's side. So that's why it kind of comes so naturally to me to just be tapped in and be in this world. So just know that, knowing who would like your spirit guides that you're working with, who's helping you through this particular evolution in your journey. Some people don't believe in that, but I know it to be true 1000%, because when I keep on getting the star, it's just like, okay, Earl, I know you're the one that's working with me right now, especially because we're clarifying growth and expansion, right? You're expanding. And so your gifts are expanding. Your gifts are expanding so that you can expand in this new area that the Lord is stepping you into. So just know that, okay, you got help. Period. And we receive it, right? We receive the help. 777, they said, hold this, because what's happening is there's completion that's happening. Y'all remember, was it yesterday? or the day before, whatever day it was, we actually had in the other deck, the clarity is real. It was a jackpot card, right? You hit the jackpot, unexpected income rewards for your hard work. Okay. Clear karma cleaning spiritual service. Period. Oh, my daughter's dad's side of the family are in Dominica. No, child, that's where my dad's people name are from. The island of Dominica. I've never been. What's crazy is I believe that we actually have land in Dominica. Remember when we just talking about land? That's what y'all was talking about, huh? So it was, I believe, but anyway, we'll see. And that, yeah, because that I'm not gonna get mad about it because I have big dreams, y'all, and I know that we have land over there, like that was left to my family over there, but my dad is just not doing anything with it. But that's okay. Not gonna trip about that because what's gonna happen is gonna happen. Inheritance, say that, right? 777. So jackpot. There's definitely opportunity that is coming in. Somebody got, I don't know, somebody might get some unexpected financial help and resources. This just feels like you understanding the right things to invest in. Whoever, oh, they're bringing this 10 of Pentacles up. Whoever, if you're coming, this is the millionaire status, right? I want somebody, whether you deal with ancestor money or not, I hope to you, and we talked about this, start preparing right now. Who, this is so important, they said, for somebody, listen. 811, come on, God. Start preparing now what you're going to do when you receive this wealth right now. Start preparing now what you're going to do when I don't care if this sounds crazy. I don't care. You need to know what you're going to invest in. You need to know, like I told the Lord the other day, I know who I want to contact to help me build my financial portfolio. Like I be serious, y'all. Like I already know what I want to. Of course, when you how do you say, I'm going to start a charity. I can say it because who can stop it? Can't nobody block this blessing. Why? Because I have a desire to help homeless people. Period. Why, Touche, do you want to help homeless people? Because I understand the struggle. I understand. I understand what it's like. I be watching this stuff on YouTube, right? And I be watching these folks just going and giving homeless people haircuts, going and giving them food and clothes. Like, y'all, I have a desire to do that. Why? Because I understand the struggle. I understand exactly what they're going through. I understand not having the resources and the place to stay. I understand. So for me, my tithes will be paid into helping the homeless. There's there's not a doubt in my mind. And if the Lord blesses me, I'm the Lord. If the Lord blesses me, King Solomon style, I'm gonna be so wealthy that I'm gonna be able to house people. Come on, you better say it, Blue. Like, y'all, I got rid when I tell y'all I don't dream small. And this the thing, I don't care about telling this to, because if anybody would try to block me from helping people to get a home, then you got evil in your spirit. And I don't think I like you. When I say big plans, y'all, I don't dream small. I do. Do you know that there are so many people who would just, if you could just have a 1 bedroom studio apartment, that, do you know, like, man, when I tell you I got big dreams, I be watching the little tiny houses. This the stuff that I watch. I be watching the little tiny houses. I be watching the folks that got houses that are literally in work trucks. They done souped up the truck where they live in their houses and stuff. Man, it is okay, Lord. I got big dreams. Let me rent a truck so I can just go buy food and just hand it out to people. Just give it, because I understand what it's like to be hungry. There's some people, everybody got their own struggle that they've dealt with. I know my struggle has made me know, and I can't do it right now. But I know my I know, and this is no disrespect to my men, none at all. But women, women, my God, who are homeless is where my heart is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Love y'all fellas. But women who are homeless, especially, my God, if you have children, but just women in general. Why? Because I understand. So y'all, so yep, Lord, I'm gonna get up every day. Yep, Lord, I'm gonna pray every day. Yes, Lord, I'm gonna continue to ask you to enlarge my territory. Don't give me the what the yes, I want the wealth, Lord. Why? Because man, the people I got that. Y'all realize I live in one of the in California. Do you really y'all don't even understand how many people are homeless? If you ain't never just wrote in San Diego, in Los Angeles, man, come on, God. Anyway, I'm back. So yeah, I got big dreams, y'all. It's why I can wake up every day and be so grateful for my car. Because every day I pass by folks who are finding trees to sleep behind or sleeping up under bridges, or and then it's people that are constantly trying to get rid of them. It's people who feel some type of way about them. And it's just like, man, how can you feel some type of way about people who just don't who lost out? Man, listen, I'm back. What's next? I got big dreams. And when, and this the thing, it's just like, man, I ain't even thinking about me. I'm like, Lord, bless me with, so I can be able to go and help somebody. I feel bad, y'all, when I don't have, because I don't have, like, I don't have it to give, but I feel bad when I pass by people and I don't have something that I can just give them out the window, that I don't have, because I don't have anything to give at this point. And so come on, 555, come on, 633 alignment. Oh, that you would bless me and enlarge my territory. Let your hand be with me and keep me from harm so that I will be free from pain. Because if it's in alignment with God's will and purpose, I can't help everybody, and I understand that. But the Lord is going to bless me to be a blessing to others. And I know He is. I know it just as good as I'm sitting here. Yes, my family's gonna be taken care of, but it's gonna be some other folks' family taken care of too. And I mean that because I've seen too much and I've experienced too much. You man, this is just real talk, y'all, and we're not gonna spend a lot of time here, but this card was literally on my phone when I woke up this morning. It's so crazy how people will look down on people that they feel like are beneath them because they going through a struggle. And I just be praying like, man, please don't Lord, don't humble the people that's looking down on people mad because homeless people going in the gym to take a shower. It's a blessing. Y'all just people, you man. Okay, I'm back. Just listen. And I just be like, Lord, don't humble him. But if he do, you gonna remember every single time you look down on a person who had less than you did. Because he will humble you just because you think you better than somebody. He will take every single thing that you have. Yeah, they be mad. Yeah, they be mad because homeless people be going into gyms and leaving comments and oh it's so full of homeless people. Yeah, man, like y'all really just don't even understand some of the hearts that people have. I kid you not. Yeah, they be mad. It's crazy, y'all. They be mad, y'all. Yep, they be mad. Anyway, that's a whole story for a whole nother day. But yeah, it really shows you, like, this experience has really shown me people's hearts. And um that's why I just have a desire to just be better and to just not ever be. I'm so grateful because I know I never will. I'll never be one of those people. I'll never be one of those people because I understand so many things. Hey girl, hey, on so many levels that it's just like, man, you know, It's why I'll never believe that I'm better than anyone, because I'm not. Because you're not better than anyone. Somebody, come on, 444, come on, 336, you're not better than anybody. But what I understand at this point that I didn't understand before is that some people have just lost hope, y'all. They've just lost hope. They've just lost hope to believe. And it's why it's so important. It's why I come on here and I share the things that the Lord has blessed me with, to hopefully inspire and give people hope, and know that faith is a real thing, and faith can get you out of any situation or circumstance, no matter what you're going through. It can't, but you got to believe in it. It's why the Lord's like, no, you got to talk about the things that you're being blessed with, and how even when nothing is happening, God is still doing everything. And even when you don't know where the meal is going to come from, God is still going to provide a meal. And so it's why the Lord has, it's part of my assignment to talk about the things that God has done, because it's giving somebody hope to know that if you can just strengthen yourself enough to believe that God really loves you, he will show you his love. But so many people have lost hope, and a big part of the reason that they lose hope is because there's nowhere they can go for help. There's nobody. If you go to the government, there's so many rules and regulations and things, like jumping through hoops, that again, the Lord is allowing me to show, like, you don't even need that. All you really need is God. It's a true story. All you need is God. How did he show that? He said, touche, give away, don't use them food stamps. I am your source and your resource. Okay, Lord. Hey, girl, hey, I am your source and your resource. And so from what was that, January, February, when the Lord said this, it was a test. He said, give it up. Oh no, remember they stole my food stamps 2 months in a row, February and March. Do y'all remember that? I was supposed to get my stamps in February and March, and they stole them from me. I went to get them on what? None other than the 7th. And I was like, that was the only way that I was able to eat. And so here I was in distress. And the Lord said, you don't need that. You only need me. Okay, God. And from that day until this one, I have not been on any government assistance. I can't make it up. The Lord said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. He meant that. He meant it. People, that's why I'd be like, man, I can't make this up. I told y'all the story. One day I was so hungry, and I was just like, but I just know the Lord is going to provide. And I was here in LA in a different part of town, and I just happened to pull up at Target, and then there was a Target gift card on the ground, and no, I was finna walk past it, and Spirit and them said, you need to pick that up. Because I had $0, 0 cents. I didn't have no water. I didn't have nothing. And Spirit and them said, I was walking past it because normally I don't pick stuff up. And they said, no, you need to pick that up. I picked it up, scratched the ticket, scratched the back, called to see what the balance was. And it was $10 on that Target card. And it was enough for me to get a personal pan pizza at a Target and a gallon of water. I can't make it up. I cannot make it up, y'all. Like, it's been real deal, some stuff, y'all, that it just be like, I'd be like, what, Lord? And he just keeps showing up. So, message, I keep on, just that's why I keep on. Most people don't want to talk about their blessings because for whatever reason, but the Lord say, no, you gonna talk about me. You gonna talk about me, because the more that I talk about the goodness of the Lord, the more people will believe that he's not just doing it for me, he'll do it for y'all as well. That's why a lot of people, yeah, shut up. Don't, you're not supposed to, shh. I hear it all the time. I hear it in the spirit. I see it on the videos. I hear people what they're saying. And I'm not a rude person, but I'll be like, you shut up. Because the problem is that people don't believe in God. And if you believed in God, you'd be helping other people to believe in God. It's why so many people are lost. And when you understand, can I just say this again? There's no limit. There's abundance unlimited. People just got to believe that. People just have to believe that there's enough money on this world. Money is fake. This is something that man made up. What? Anyway, let me put, am I done, child? I done got on my little soapbox. What? That's why there's no shortage of it. Anyway, there are people who have more control over it. Ain't no shortage. They just want us to believe that there is. No, there's not. No, there's not. How do you know? Because the Lord keeps providing it. Because one thing you'll come to understand, that even if you don't have anything, if you got God, he's going to make sure you have everything that you need. Where is it coming from? He will bless somebody to be a blessing so you can be a blessing to somebody else. He has blessed people on this live to be a blessing to me. Didn't we just read this scripture in Luke 9? What did he say? Take nothing with you. How else have I survived? With the exception of the Lord has made a way. He will bless somebody else just so that they can be a blessing to me. 11:43. Because Jesus, you will be victorious. I'm done. Throw the cards away. I'm finished and I'm gone. That's it. That's all I got. I ain't got nothing else. That's it. That's it. That's it. And 888 up under that. Okay. That's all I got. I'm done. I'm done. That's it. Yeah, that's the message. He said what he said. Meant it in him spirituals. Look, you're doing the true definition of take. Yeah, true story. Take nothing with you. But the clothes on your back, pretty much. Like I have, because that's it. I would not advise it. Unless God tell you to, right? Because it's not the easiest thing to do. But at the same time, I trust God wholeheartedly. Like I have to. My faith is, I tell people this all the time, like my faith is really all that I have. God is really, he is my source and my resource. Look, the Son, he is my source and my resource, right? And this is Jesus as well, the Father and the Son. And so I tell people this all the time, like, man, my faith is just like, I never know, but I just know that God knows, and so God does. And so I just be like, okay, Lord. And he keeps showing up for me. People, even if people would speak against what I'm doing, I'm good with it because God ain't stopped blessing me yet. He ain't stopped making a way for me yet. He ain't stopped taking care of me yet. He ain't stopped me from giving these messages. I give messages from the Lord, and now, and the way that, what did he do? He said, okay, now you're gonna start backing it up with scripture because people won't believe in the Bible. Okay. He ain't stopped taking care of me yet. So if he don't stop taking care of me, I'm gonna just keep doing the work that he asked me to do. That's it. And I just be like, okay, Lord. And it that's it. That's all I got. This was an interesting message, but I think I did a message and I have to go back and watch it. But like, it feels good to give. It feels good to come up here and give messages for the Lord. And it feels good to be able to be a blessing. Like, I can't wait to go give away these eyeshadows. And it's not always about money, but yes, there are people who don't have financial troubles. So then you have other things to give: your time, your energy, your attention. So it's not always about money, but this is just like feeling good, being able to give what you have to give. And so, just saying, and the Lord sees that. And we don't do it to receive in return. It's great. We're grateful when we do receive in return. But most, well, I'm not going to say, because I guess, most, I don't know, because I ain't in nobody's pocket and I don't know what kind of resources anybody got, because that ain't my business. I stay in my own lane. I don't care about how much money nobody else got. I don't care what you're making. I don't care, because I know that the Lord is going to provide for me. I ain't got time to be focused on nobody else's money. How I'm gonna count somebody else's money? I ain't got time for that. I be in my own lane doing my own thing. I ain't got no time for nothing else. Mm-mm. People be like, and I like, that's one, yeah, because that's what y'all had said that time. People be like, well, if God, and this is something I think my family said as well, if I was doing God's work, then why hasn't God blessed me with a place to stay? Because I'm helping more people in the situation. It's not, and this is not forever, this is for now. And so Lord still be blessing me. 2911. Period. Mind the business that mind me. And I'll be like, child, you feel how you want to feel. I'm just keep doing what God said. They're gonna be looking crazy though. I don't know who need that message. It's finna be some folks looking crazy. Can't believe this the thing. Can't believe that you going through a struggle, going through what you're going through. Now, this is me, what y'all saying. They got y'all saying this is my message. I receive it, right? And this is for any of you who have a hater, but who have a dream, but have a hater. I don't know who hating on you. Could be family, could be friends. I don't know. But ain't it crazy? Can I just say this real one time for the one time? You talk about me all you want. But you know what's crazy? I didn't see you on national television. I don't see you with these blessings that the Lord has given me, but you talking about my situation. But guess what? I'm happy in what I'm doing. Message. How she on national TV? Because God put me there. What you mean? Now that's one of them. I'm gonna just put it out here. That's one of them. He prepares a table for me in the presence of my enemies. He anoints my head with oil. My cup runneth over. My cup, my cup runneth over. You mad? You big mad. You gonna have to stay mad. You don't be mad, because all I'm doing is what God told me to do. You was mad because you mad because of my situation, and you talk about me because of my situation, but yet the Lord's still blessing me. Yet the Lord is putting me into places and spaces that you could only dream of doing. And first thing people will say is, I could do it if I want to. Then, well, you should. Why don't you then? Get you some business. You should. I want you to. I'm not gonna be mad because you do it. I promise you, I'm gonna be so excited. If it makes you happy, then I'm happy for you. But all the people, for anybody who would want to speak, and I don't know why anybody would feel any type of way about me, because if you talk about me, how you gonna talk about me? And I'm more than sure that you have more than I got. Listen, honey, I'm just doing what God told me to do. Whether you believe that's what I'm doing or not, that's not my problem. Hey, Papa, whether you believe that I'm following God's instructions or not, that's not my problem. I know who I'm listening to. And he just keep on, come on, the hangman, he keep on putting me where he want me to be. So now you mad because I ain't got, y'all said that. I didn't even say it. They said it when I was journaling. Can't make it up. Journaling. Some people don't want you to succeed, because then they'll have to explain themselves and your success. They told me that and I didn't understand it. Y'all right? They told me that when we were journaling this morning. And I was just, because I kind of was like, what does that mean? But I got it. I loved, y'all know me. I'm all sunshine, rainbows, and positivity. But I also need you to understand that doesn't mean that the ops ain't gonna come up against you. That doesn't mean that you can have nothing. You can literally have nothing, and people will still feel some type of way. to the point where you're gonna be like, why would you feel some type of way? You can't care about it. You can't care how anybody feels about you. You can't care about what they gonna say about you. Let them talk about you. They talked about Jesus, and they still talking about him right now. You cannot care. And some of you, this is going back, they said, thank y'all, going back to star power, because you're getting ready to really be in these environments where it's going to be some folks that don't like you just because. But understand this, you are building. I cannot, oh my God, I did not see this, y'all. I cannot make it up on the cut. I can't make it up. Told y'all, grandmamas, right? And this is my uncle. This is my grandmama's son. Three of Wands up under there. Listen, you're gonna have to be okay with and understand that everybody's not gonna they're not going to like the blessings that the Lord is bringing into your life. They're not. They was mad when you was po broke and struggling, talked about you like a dog because you can do better than that. Oh, you accepting, you da 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 da. Okay, cool. So then when God elevates you, guess what they gonna have something to say? Then you ain't, then most of, if it's anything like me, because I'm pretty sure I'll hear this, and I hear it all the time anyway. She's not serving God, she's serving the devil. Okay, if that's what you, I'm not here to try to change nobody's mind. Like, I'm just not. I'm just trying to encourage people to be and become the best version of themselves. But just know that they're not gonna stop talking because they didn't, they because it, and for some of y'all it's because, how do I explain this, y'all? What, like, which I mean, like warfare, not warfare, like, hey, I don't know. Maybe some people were intentionally trying to block your blessings. And it's unfortunate. I hope it, but I can't say that people don't do it. But yes, there may be some people intentionally trying to block your blessings. Like, don't think that you ain't, that people won't do everything possible to sabotage. Right. Look, the devil telling you, right. Because all I talk about is Jesus and God and the Bible, and you know what, the devil know the Bible too. Okay, cool. Well, guess what? I'm gonna let you walk in your shadow. I'm gonna keep walking in the light. But the point of this is, don't think that there are not people in the world. It's unfortunate, but it's true, that won't intentionally try to sabotage your dreams, right? And if this is you, then you'll know that this is your message. There are some people who have intentionally, and for what, which I mean, like, they enlisted other people to come up against you. Whose message is this, Lord? They enlisted other people, have got other people to come up against you, to talk about you, to sabotage you. It's like they got together and tried to take you down, right? um so now, not the ringleader. I don't know who message this is. That's why we don't really do clicks or none of that kind of stuff, because who has time for that? Um, this is, I don't, they get on my nervous system, but I'm gonna get a message real quick. They try because they didn't got on my nervous system, but I'm gonna go and say what they said. Yes, it's some people who will get together to try to take you out, try to sabotage you. This could be family, this could be friends, it could be whoever it is. And there may be one person who's like the mastermind, if you will, the person who's trying to get everybody else to go up against you. So basically they're trying to turn everybody against you, or trying to make other people, or they I don't know, maybe they got some kind of power over them. I don't know, whatever the case is. One person who's like the ringleader, and they're like enlisting other little minions to help them. And so they got to now that your success is happening, or now that you stepped into this promise, or now that God is blessing you with opportunities, or now that you got the job that they were trying to keep from you, or the promotion, or whatever it is. Because for some of you, this could be at work. For some of you, it's like whatever it is that they were trying so hard to stop, they couldn't stop, because God did it, because God said that it was for you. So because they couldn't stop God, who can, right? Now they're going to have to try to go back to the people who they enlisted to come up against you and explain to them why whatever they did didn't work. Because now the people that they turned against you originally are now looking at them sideways, like maybe we chose the wrong side. Mm. Hmm. Maybe we chose the wrong side. Now they're starting to look at the ringleader a little cray cray, because see, they chose the dark side of the street, but you over here on the light side of the street minding your business, right? And so now the folks that was originally up against you, because understand, the person who they was following in the beginning lied on you. Come on, God, whose message is this? Lied on you and said things about you that it's like they had to convince other people that you weren't who you say you were, or whatever stories they told. But now God is showing who you really are. And now these folks like, but you said such and such. Which part? For some, this is very specific. Mm, what like? Mm. This is very specific. So take it if this resonates in your spirituals. Somebody might have said, like, it was like somebody said, what, trying to be like you, be them? That's craziness. Basically, I don't know, it's almost like someone tried to play it like you were trying to steal their identity. Who has time for this? Stealing somebody and identity, or I don't know if you trying to, I don't know, this is weird. Somebody finding out, somebody that they were following, whoever these people were, whoever they were following, their understanding. I don't know if somebody tried to spin it like you weren't who you are, but they were the real deal. But now they understanding, now the people side eyeing them because they like, no, that's the real deal and you the fake. Okay. That's very specific, and you'll know if that's your message. Come on, 808. But it's almost like identity swap or something, or I don't know. Now for others of y'all, this is just people like lying, or like a narrative, painting a narrative of you that isn't true. And so now they're having to go back and explain the narrative and the stories that they told, because they lied to get people on their side to be up against you. But now it's the story has basically is falling apart. It's falling apart. So I hope that makes sense to somebody. It's like, yeah, it's the story is falling apart. Whatever story that they told about you, now people are starting to see the truth. Why? Because God keeps working in your life, and because God keeps bringing you through, and God just keeps showing up in your life. And now people are just starting to see the truth. Anyway, very specific. I didn't understand why they told me that in meditation this morning, but they did. And but now they trying to figure out why you're successful, and when they can't figure it out, they're gonna make something else up. So just be prepared for that. But now whatever they said they're going to say moving forward is not going to be as believable, if that makes sense. Okay. um because you're still not doing anything. Yeah, like you're still not doing anything. First of all, what they said, let me say, they say there's strength in silence. Okay. There's strength in silence. For whoever this is for, you don't need to fight this battle. You just need to let the Lord keep working in your life. Okay. Don't react. Don't give them energy. Don't do none of that. Okay. Just let the Lord keep working in your life. Okay. Because literally what's happening is you don't have to do anything. The Lord is going to do it. He's going to keep showing them. He's going to keep showing them his power and his authority. You don't have to do anything, but just keep doing. There's strength in silence. We have the strength card. There's strength in silence. Okay. Let the Lord fight this battle, because ultimately what's going to happen is he's just going to keep making a fool out of the people who were trying to make you look like a fool. Okay. I don't know who need that message, but I hope you receive that in your spirituals. So says your spirit names. You may be at the verge of wanting to say something or respond, or I don't know. Don't. It's not even worth it, because God is going to respond for you. Message. God is going to respond for you. Okay. So just know that he got your back. Back, front, left, side, left, right, up, down. He got it. Just did with my son. Let me just say this. Even if it's your children, we love our children. We love them. But understand, I'm trying. Come on, ma. Now, my mama said what she said. Now, I need to say something about children. Oh gosh, this is fit. I'm go ahead and say it. This is good. Y'all know I love a message. Come on, ma. So let me tell somebody this. I want to, because this is about children. I want to say this to somebody. We love our children. Okay. And this is my mama, right? 19, sun card energy that we just talked about. We love our children. But I'm going to say something about our children as well. My children as well. The enemy will use your children as you're stepping into your greatness. It hurts when you go through things with your children, but the enemy don't care who he uses. Yo, Shay, you better, yo, them children, baby. If you want to see my heart sitting outside my body, it's only been when I've had challenges and difficulties with my children. And the most recent one that I had was just a few months ago when my son was here. My son. Oftentimes, if your children are children that don't have children, let me just say something to all the children out there. Until you have the little hunty onesies, you will never understand what your mama and daddy sacrificed in order to make you the person that you've become. I say this all the time. I've had run-ins with all of my children. Last year in 2023 was my baby girl. My oldest girl was a few years before that. My son was the last one that I had an outing with. Hurt me to the core of my soul. Do you understand? We were able to move past it. But I also know that my children just will never, until they have children of their own, if they have children of their own, they will never understand the sacrifices that I have made in order for them to be the great and amazing people that they are right now. Y'all, my children are amazing. But until you have children, you will not understand the sacrifices that we have made as parents to make sure. But most my children will never understand that there were days I didn't eat so that they could. They will never. I remember when my children way back in the gap, when I was a nurse and I was working 12-hour shifts, 6-7 days a week, y'all. Like, I was working. And they got mad because they felt like I was always asleep, or that I wasn't doing enough, not realizing that I had to work like that in order to keep a roof over their head, because I didn't have no help. It was just me. It was just me. There are things that my children have to heal from because of situations I put them through. Thank you so much for the blessing, dear Swan. Thank you. There are things that I put my children through, and there, but it was also them also always having everything that they needed. My sisters, my children have never gone without a roof over their heads. They were always provided for, even if they didn't always like the way that I provided. There were men that I sometimes dealt with just so that my children didn't have to walk to school. Hmm? I've made sacrifices for my children, and so have you. So this is for the children, the hunty wunties. We love y'all. But if you ain't got children yet, my children now that my two girls, now that they're adults, right? Now that they have their own, they have to pay rent and they have their own cars and insurance and utility bills and food bills. And now that they're adulting, they haven't understand. I say, well, imagine having to adult with three children. Imagine y'all only have you that you're responsible for, and their animals, right? Because my one daughter has cats and my other daughter has dogs. But imagine having to adult. Hey, Papa, when you got other people that you're responsible for. Look, Sandy say, I appreciate your daily conversation and your message every day. It motivates me to be myself. I'm so grateful. Thank you, dearest one. With three, come on, Ma, you better say, I didn't understand. This why me and my mama had a relationship that we have right now in the spirituals. Come on, 811. Didn't I say that number earlier? This why me and my mama have the relationship we have. Every time I hear the song Dear Mama by Tupac, I just be like, Mama, you are appreciated. Man, I appreciate my mama so much because I didn't. This is why we had to do that healing. I know now that my mama did the very best that she could with me and my sister. I know it. And but growing up, I didn't have no understanding. I was mad because we were poor. I was mad because we didn't have things. But I know now that my mama did the very best she could with me and my sister. How do I know? Because I did the very best that I could with my two girls and my son. I told my son and my daughter this a couple months ago when we had this talk because they wanted me to go back to work. My son literally was like, he told me, and it hurt my feelings, right? But transparency hurt my feelings. My son was like, Mom, I believed in you in the beginning. I believed in what you were doing in the beginning, but I don't believe in you anymore. You should just go back to work. Y'all, this is how I knew it was the enemy. My son had never talked to me the way he talked to me that day. And he was like, you just need to get to work because y'all know my whole thing is like, man, I just want to get a place to stay for me and my son. And so my son told me, he was like, if you were really trying to do this for me, then you would just go to work and get a job so that you can get a place to stay. And I had to have a long talk with the Lord, y'all, because I was like, Daddy, I was like, I just need to go get a job. I was this close. And the Lord said, you can't. He said, you're going to have to choose. You're going to have to choose. And then I had to tell my son and my daughter, I said, the whole time we were here in California, since we moved here in 2017, I had a 2-bedroom apartment both times, which meant my son slept on the couch for 5 years, y'all. 5 years, 6 years, 6. Because up until 2023, my son he didn't even have a room or a bed. He slept on the couch. So when he went with his dad in North Carolina, he has his own room. He has a bed. And this is the first time, I had to make him understand that I know that you want to be in California, but you're in a better position now than I was able have been able to give you in the past 7 years, because I was robbing Peter to pay Paul just to keep a roof over our heads, working jobs paying me $14 and $15 an hour, y'all. Like it was a real struggle down here. It's struggle, okay? And so I said, even though you don't understand it now, you're in a better position than I have been able to provide for you, even though we made it. But the Lord puts you, even if it is, not only did he have somewhere to stay, his own room, a bed, he's also getting the time to spend with his father, which he had not had for many years, y'all. My ex-husband moved to North Carolina when my kids were little bitty. See, your kids don't always remember, again, the struggles and the sacrifices. They don't remember when they dad moved to North Carolina and I was the one that was still having to make sure that they were good and wasn't getting child support and wasn't getting no help. And I have no problems with my ex-husband. He is a great and amazing man, and I'm so grateful for him because he was able to have my son come stay with him. But I'm the one who remembers when I didn't have no help and he was gone off living his life and doing him, and I was still the one with 3 children. Now, mind you, only 2 of them are his, but my children don't remember that. And when and it's cool. So I don't feel bad now that my son is able to go and spend time with his dad. I don't feel bad about it at all. Because why? Because I feel like you got some catch up to do. Love you with the love of the Lord, but I was the single parent for a long time. So it hurts, message, when your children who you have worked yourself till you dog tired, who you've made more sacrifices for than you can count on your hands, shoulders, knees, and toes, make you feel some type of way. But let me tell y'all something about grown children. I, I, our children are always a part of our lives, and I'm striving right now to put my children in a better position in their lives, right? And I'm not going to stop doing that. But I also know that at this point in life, my children have to go through their own experiences. And once they grow up and have to, this is why you got to cut the cord. This is why you have to, as hard as it is, I understand now why my mama had to let me go through my marriage and my mama had to let me go through my experiences, because you have to learn. You have got to go through whatever God has purpose for you. And it is hard. And sometimes your children going to get disrespectful. And sometimes they going to say stuff that your children will hurt you worse than any person on earth. But it's because you know how much you have done for those children. You the only one. They will never begin to understand the sacrifices you made in order to make sure that they were the healthy, wealthy, and whole, to make sure they ate. Some of us have had to do some strange things for a little change. I ain't never been no hoe for no money. Okay, I ain't never had to do that, but I didn't had to put up with some things in order for my children, just for my children, like I said, to have a ride to school. They didn't even understand why. Listen, man, I had to do what I had to do. So your children will hurt your feelings. But you also got to be like, well, listen, first of all, what you're not going to do, because even your children, you got to put boundaries up with. And when, even now, if my children don't want to talk to me, guess what? I'll be like, okay, I don't push them into it anymore. If they going through something, I've learned to just let them live their life. Because I promise you this, for something, whether it's advice, whether it's money, whatever it is, they're going to need to know something from you again. They're going to need you again. Honestly, I feel like you'll need each other, because my children have been there for me financially, emotionally. That's why me and my baby girl, we're going through our healing process right now. That's why I go spend Tuesdays and Thursdays with her, because this is a time where she and I have really been able to bond like we weren't able to bond before. My oldest baby left and joined the army, y'all, when she was 17 years old. But me and her have done our healing and our bonding as well. But I let them live their life. I let them live. And one thing that I know, they will come back. They will. You got to let them go. You got to let them go live their life. You got to because once life a little bit fun, you'll be having me and my daughters now have completely different conversations than what we could have had. But what did they have to do first? They had to go experience life a little bit, because until they experience life, they wouldn't be able to understand. They will not understand. Let them go live a little bit of life. And then when they come back, you're going to have completely different, they're going to have a completely different attitude. Now, for some of you, this is going to mean you going to have to, sometimes you got to kick them out, because if they only always have you to depend on, they're always going to want that. And that doesn't mean don't be there for your children, but you got to cut the cord. You got to let them live. You have got to do it, because otherwise that's enabling them and that's keeping them from really stepping into and becoming who they're meant to be. Me and my babies have completely different conversations now, y'all. Completely different. Now my daughters understand, because they didn't been through a relationship or two, and they out there on their own now, having to work, and now they understand why you've taken the overtime shifts, and now they understand why, no, I ain't got time to do it today because I'm tired, because I've been working 6 days a week and this the only day that I got off. And man, even on this off day, I got to wash clothes. I still got to cook. I still got to do this. I still got to do that. I got to run and pay bills. I got to do. Now you understand. Man, listen, they'll never understand, because you can never begin to even tell them everything that you sacrificed in order for them to have the life, in order to become the person, the people that they're meant to be. Man, listen. Hmm. Man, listen, you better say it. I'm telling you that they'll never understand. And this the thing, I don't even want my children to know all the sacrifices that I've made. And I know that even now, I'm still making sacrifices for my children right now. Even if they don't see it that way, I'm not doing this just because for me. I'm doing this so that they will never, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. They will never be in this position that I'm in. So until I can make a way to make sure that they'll never, even after I'm gone, you'll never be in, you'll always have a home. You never. So you never stop making sacrifices for them. You never stop. You never stop. I feel like Abraham. This is me knowing that what I'm doing now is going to be for descendants. The if you can count the stars in the sky or the sand on the seashore, that's who I'm doing it for the so far to come. Man, listen. You can't avoid having the tough conversations and tough situations with your children. Look, there go my grandma. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. There go my grandma. Method. Told y'all. So just, there's no, I don't feel like there's a right answer. I don't feel like there's just one answer that you can give to just say, oh, tell them this or tell them that. Y'all just gonna have to go through the experience. You gonna have to go through it, and you gonna learn from it, and they're gonna learn from it. And ultimately, you will come back together. That is my prayer, because I guess there's some families that don't. But let them go live life. Don't try. You got to let them, you got to put up boundaries with them. You got to let them go live life. And good Lord say the same. Y'all will come back together. That's all. I don't stop praying for them. I'll never love my children any less. I don't care what we're going through, even if they make me mad, even if they do some what they I understand this. A lot of times your children are just this is a whole Wednesday shadow work message. Maybe we'll talk about this more next Wednesday coming up. I think so. That's what we'll talk about. We'll come back to this on Wednesday. When we do our shadow work Wednesday next week, this is what we're gonna talk about. I'm gonna leave it there. We'll talk about it. That's what we'll talk about on Wednesday. Because baby, them cheering, them cheering. But you never love them any less. And I don't feel like we ever stop sacrificing for them, especially if you have a mindset where you're trying to build and grow something and really trying to create some wealth and abundance in your life. Because you're not really just creating it for your life, you're creating it for theirs as well. We'll talk about this on Wednesday. We'll do it for Shadow Work Wednesday. Child, them babies. Who them babies? I told y'all, if you ever want to see me come out of character, all you got to do is come for the little children. Because, baby, you'll get every part of me that you never want to see. I'm just a reflection of my mama and daddy, and I realize, yeah, man, like you really are. We really are. A lot of the cycle. This is why the breaking. Oh, this gonna be good for Wednesday. Let me put it on the calendar so I don't forget. A lot of the things that you're going through, your parents went through it. That's why my grandmama keep coming up. It's me understanding that the reason my mama wasn't a nurturing mama is because her mama wasn't nurturing. Why? Because her mama wasn't nurturing. Why? Because her mama wasn't nurturing. If you had all the women in my family have been hard on the women in the family. Why? Because that was the way that mama was with them. So that's why it stops with you. Why does my dad have problems with me? Because his family, his parents had problems with him. But instead of it stopping with him, it stops with me. Makes sense? It's a true story. That's what it means when we say generational curse breaker. If you remember the things, I'll use addiction as an example. My mama, it stopped with me. Why? So that my children didn't experience it. Because had I not broken through addiction, my children very well would have continued. Had the enemy got me, right, and I was close to being unalived, right? Unalive. I'm not gonna say somebody did it, but I was close to being unalive. Had God, come on, God, I love the Lord, I love you with my whole heart. Had God not come and got me and said, hey, I was finna be unalive. And God said, not this one. I got that. So it stopped with me. Because I was finna do exactly what my mama did and OD and be unalive. Okay. Well, we'll talk about it. We'll do Shadow Work Wednesday. I just sent you the pic of you on today. OMG, another one. I haven't met my dad for real, but my grandmother told me about him. And baby, that's me. Child, listen. I made a t-shirt that says that way. I made a shirt that says that it's my fave. OMG, what was on the shirt, child? I fired my boss on July 28th and went full time in my business. Let's do it. Congratulations, dear Swan. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. It is a blessing, man. Like, it's a blessing. So we'll talk more about that. Because clearly that's going on in people's lives. And a lot of y'all is simply because it's choosing you. But anyway, that was it. That's all I got. That's listen. Child, look, they didn't see me on the TV again, Lord. Y'all, somebody sent me, I think it was Jay Causey sent me a picture, and I was like, I was doing the heart. Because y'all know I do that all the time. And I didn't really know, honestly, that they do that on J Hood all the time. But I'm so grateful, y'all. It's exciting. I'm finna make some makeup. I'm finna go pick up my cards and I'm finna make some makeup. I'm finna make some samples. I'm gonna try to make at least 10 to 15 of them so I have them for tomorrow. So I receive that. It's exciting. I'm excited. I can't even believe it, y'all. Like that's just like it's almost like the Lord giving me a taste of what's to come. Okay. Listen, I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all recording it. I'll look at it in a second. Y'all, that's such a blessing. Look at the spirit. Look at Spirit Name up there. Y'all had meant that, didn't it? Child, the crows and came and got in the trees and everything. Y'all had meant that in y'all spirituals. Protection. Trying to tote y'all. Spirit Name showing up. I love y'all. So, but yes, I feel like it was just a taste, and I'm just like, well, come on, Lord, we receive it. I think I'm gonna have to check it and see. I'm gonna have to check and see if you can watch it on YouTube. I hope so. But y'all done showed me enough of it to where I don't really have to watch it. I'm just grateful for people to be able to see, like, hey, you can really do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can really make a dream become reality. If it is your wish, if it is your goal, if it is what you want the Lord to do in your life, he will make it happen for you. Okay. All you have to do is believe him. If he said it, then he meant it. And what? Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. Um, you found it on YouTube. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go check it out and see. I hope somebody, let me I'll check on YouTube today and see if I can find it, and maybe I'll listen to it or watch it while I'm making makeup here this morning, because I don't, tomorrow I'm not going until the evening time, and then my plan is to go home tomorrow. Like, I'm ready to go. I told the Lord yesterday, look at Spirit now. I told the Lord yesterday, I say, Daddy, I come down here like once a month, unless he just got something else he want me to do. But I said, I come down here like once a month, and today should be the common episode. And y'all just remember, I had told y'all there was something significant about that episode. So yes, you should see it. So just saying, might be a sign for somebody. Just saying, that's all I'm gonna say about it. I know it'd be crazy, right? Come on, third. Come on, three. Come on, Cherie. Coming through with the come through. Look, Cherie showing up in the reading. Telling y'all. So anyway, just know there's great and amazing things that are happening. That's it, y'all. That's all I got. Thank y'all so much for tapping in with me today. I'm so truly grateful. Um, Oh, did she? Okay, well, just saying. Yes, hummingbirds are important. Okay, hummingbirds are important. And it was a sign for me. I was like, OMG. So if I see one, well, I ain't never really seen one over here where I'm at, but normally where I might go watch the planes today, because why not? I'm gonna be sitting all day. But um, yeah, I could, huh? I don't know. I'm gonna see how I feel about it. Anyway, I'm back. That's it, y'all. That's all I got. Um, Thank y'all so much for the likes, the shares, the comments, the subscribes, the love, the energy. Thank y'all so much for tapping in with me today. Come on, 9/11. I'm so truly grateful. Y'all, hydrate your soul. Drink your water. Say your gratitude. Have a fantastic and an amazing day in purpose and on purpose. Manifesting me on one of them planes, child, and you and me. Y'all just, man, come on, big dreams. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna just, come on, success. We receive it. Big dreams. Okay, big dreams. Go be great and amazing. Do great and amazing things. And I will see y'all in the morning. It's Feel Good Friday, so y'all know it's all good things that we're doing tomorrow. And that's it. That's all I got. Go order your planners. Go to my website. Get on the email list. I'm gonna do better, y'all. I'm gonna do better about sending out a weekly email. I have so much that has been added that keeps, like, the Lord keeps adding unto me. And so I got to do better. I got to get, I know I do. I got to do better about making sure I'm sending everything out. Child, let me find out that I'm going to be on the View, because if let me find out. I ain't never been to New York, child. I, you know, You're right. I told y'all, first person I'm gonna hire when the Lord blesses me to scale this business, yes, is an assistant. Because there's so much stuff that I don't want to do, y'all, and that is just a truestory.com. A truestory.com, like emailing and all that kind of, I don't want to do that. And posting videos, I don't want to do that either. I just want to do the content, and I just want to do the messages, and I want somebody else to edit and somebody else to post, because it takes a lot out of my day when I have to do that. And I told the Lord, I say, Daddy, you're going to give me a social media manager and hopefully an assistant. I receive that. Because, baby, listen, it's a lot. It'd be a lot to do, but It's gonna happen. Come on, Nehemiah. We finna be in the book of Nehemiah. That's coming up, y'all. Look, come on. That's confirmation. Y'all, we literally getting ready to start the book of Nehemiah. Nehemiah. It comes up after Ezra. Listen at me. That is such a myth. I'm just saying. Message. We getting ready. That's the next recording I got to do. So just saying. No, child. Well, we getting ready to start the book of Nehemiah in the Bible, because I recorded all the way to the end of Ezra. So I'm getting ready to start recording for Nehemiah. Baby, listen at me. God be knowing stuff. He be knowing, child. He be knowing. So just saying. Remember, J Hud was an assistant to Carrie. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Somebody give me a job on the J Hud show. Manifested, said it, meant it. I told the Lord, I wasn't even was I supposed to say it out loud? I'ma say it because I said, y'all think it's a game. I don't care about speaking my blessings into the universe. Let me say this. I told the Lord that I say, Daddy, I don't even know what I told them at the show this the other day. I say, hi. I told Daddy, how do I get here? I say, how do I get here? You know, y'all know how I feel about going to work, right? But I told Daddy, I say, Daddy, Daddy, if you wants to put me in this environment, I receive it. I received that in my whole spirituals because I loved it. I loved everything about it. I say, now I don't want to be the cameraman because he was walking around, baby. That camera was heavy. And I say, who for why? Not now I'm gonna do that. But I say, let me find out that it's a way for me to get. Let me find out. Let me find out. I told the Lord that. I sure did. I say, Dad, I'll go back to work for this. Sure will. I say, I'll go back to work for this to be able to be in that experience. I say, I'll go back to work for that, Lord. I say, because, yeah. Anyway, let me come on, Christian brothers. You better say it. Come on, Christian brothers, Neil. Oh, Daddy, you had showed up. You had showed up. You had meant that in your spirituals. I said what I said now. I didn't only ever seen that little. They must be worldwide. Cause yeah, not the crow just flew from over there. Cause I seen them in San Diego. Y'all know I be thinking people don't be who they say they are. They be pulling up in these vans, but they be like the ops. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I'm back. Can you believe it's been oh my gosh, yes it has. It's been 8 months since we started Bible Clarity. We started on December the 13th, y'all, and it's been 8 months. We've been going strong. My God, I can't believe it. Gosh, it's been 8 months. Child, I seen them in San Diego one day when I was out there doing live at the Wally World. I can't believe it. And that is crazy because who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk that the Lord was going to have me reading the Bible, reading the word, discussing the word, and building a relationship with the Lord with no religiosity in our spirituals anyway? And child, look, not me researching weapon laws in ATL. Message? I'm just saying. I got to figure out y'all, and yes, I guess I need to. I'm gonna start talking about it, y'all. Y'all know I'm supposed to be in ATL on 4/11. I ain't never did a live show, but this gonna be a live. I'm gonna try it. The Lord, good Lord, say the same. It's just gonna work out, and I will be in ATL on the 4/11. Okay, 2025. Do I know where? Nope, show don't. I ain't got a clue. I looked at that place, but I don't know if it's available because I have to rent the room and stuff. Child, I have to have money. Child, it's a lot. That'd be a lot. The Lord, if it's His will, then He gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna move on from it. Belief in the work you are doing, and this is a blessing. Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely believe in what I'm doing. I had to go back for the story of Joseph, and I'm looking like we really been doing this for 8 months. Yes, we really have. We really have been doing. This, gosh, man, what's today? It's been longer than that. Well, it'll be 10 months this month. It'll be 10 months this month because we actually started on December 13th. So it'll be 10 months this month. Look, praise the Lord. Don't just, they can't stand when I do that, y'all. He been so good. He been so good to me. Oh, I'm back. Y'all, they can't stand when I sing that song. Y'all told her to say it. Well, she said it and I just did the note. Well, you gonna tell Shay about it. She the one who did it. I ain't do it. She just told me to sing it, so I had sang it from my spiritual. Sang it, spelled it, spell check, sang it. SANKT, sang it. SANKIT, sang it. I don't sang it. They knew what I was talking about. They're gonna go listen to that song, Fill the Room. Well, I'm back. Sang it. I did. I had sang it from my spirituals. That's where that note be coming from, y'all. That note be coming from my spirituals. Cause that's why y'all be mad. They do be angels up there making that note. Y'all be singing it up there. Y'all know what I was talking about. He been so good to me. Okay, I'm back. Don't be judging me. If you're new to the community, welcome. Y'all know I started laughing. Okay, I done got tickled anyway. I see it. Yes. What was said? ATL 411, ATL 411. Um, I'm just gonna see what the Lord brings. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Man, I'm not fit because I be I'm gonna see what the Lord brings and He's gonna work it out. If it's His will, then He'll have His way. Come on, God. If it's His will, He will have His way. Okay, so that's it. Then my honey went, y'all gonna be great and amazing, do great and amazing things. Let me go make some makeup. I got stuff to do today. I'm gonna go get these cards and I got to start making some eyeshadows. I'll be doing that all day today, and I will see y'all in the morning. I love y'all in real life. Thank y'all so much for the likes, the shares, the comments, the subscribes, the loves. I think I already said all of that. I